You're tuned into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
That though,
What do you need?
I need a line to play me out, Charlie.
How's the song go?
I don't know.
Whatever. I got you, bro.
And that's all you get today. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk about things like Galaxy. My name is Eddie. As always, we have Brian right here across from me. What up, Brian?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. See, that's what I could have done.
Well, you forgot.
You said it earlier.
Whose fault is that?
Hey, Edgar would like to let you know, Chewy, to do your job and make sure the audio works. He texted to the group. I'm pretty sure you wanted to be discreet, but I need material. So there you go. Thanks, Edgar. I got Chewy, the ones and twos not doing his job over there. What's up, Chewy? Dormido ass fool.
Hell no, I'm making sure the audio works.
There he is. Hell yeah.
All I gotta say is Mbappe.
Let's go. He's been on that. Mbappe
Yeah, I know. And I don't think his mic is on because I didn't hear it come through here.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's funny. And we got Edgar over here, fucking whistleblower. What's up,
What's going on,
whistleblower?
guys? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There we go.
You know, Chewy has the power. You put him on blast like that, he's gonna make sure we can't hear you.
No, I mean on the YouTube channel. Just to make sure that the audio is
imagine we can't hear him on the YouTubes, but we can hear him.
Good. Is that such a bad thing?
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? I don't know why that shit came to my
That
head.
was fucking terrible.
It's a really catchy little tune.
That shit was dope. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, that's
never
what I'm saying.
catch her. Where
Yep.
was she on a Monday?
We shouldn't have a job or what the fuck?
I don't know. She was running from her kids. I don't know.
Fucking Carmen.
You're fucking Carmen.
bro. Anyways, before we get to all the sad news and sad stuff,
There's
and
some more sad
and
news.
angry stuff, fuck that. I just wanted to shout out people that I saw at Besa de Mucho. I saw Turd over there. I met one of our listeners, Saul, out there too. He's probably listening now. What a fucking amazing festival, the Tio Tia Festival. You know, I saw everyone that I heard on cassette.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Side A and side B.
Yeah, side A and side B, bro.
That's amazing there,
And
sir.
it was so dope. If they do it again next year, it's a must. And if you win, you know what I'm talking about. That's enough. We're gonna cut it off. All right. What about you guys? Anything you guys want to share before we get all sad and shit?
Like positive? Because we played in the morning and it didn't go so great, which I'm pretty sad about. But aside from that, pretty good weekend. Chilled out. Shout out to Cluj. It was his birthday yesterday. Went to a little kickback. It was cool.
To a kickback.
Yeah.
40 years old, went to kickback.
Come on, adult kickbacks with like books and reading and wine and stuff. And beer pong.
What is it? Those
There's a point where you need that cheese board and wine. That's
Yeah,
that's
what
adult,
is it,
that's adult kicking back now.
the adult
That's a bowl of assorted nuts.
Charcuterie?
Yeah,
What is it
the
called? Is that what it's
charcuterie
called?
board you're talking about there, right?
Charcuterie. Yes, that. The Shark Attack board.
Damn.
That's the one. You guys ready to get sad, or anybody else got anything else?
What about you,
just wanna
Edgar?
say,
How's your weekend?
Man, I don't know about my weekend because my weekend's all blended into everything.
So here goes
But I
sad
just wanna
time.
say I had a really good time at the USA watch parties at Arrow Lodge Brewing out here in Covina. I got to hang out with AO San Gabriel Valley. Those guys are pretty cool. And damn, they have some really good beers there. Like this one right here, I was telling the guys it's 13%. It's a Russian stout. Damn, I fucking love this shit. It was funny. Just want to share a real quick story. We were watching the USA Wales game, and this is a Galaxy bar. It's like a Galaxy Outlaws bar. So anyway, it's packed, USA fans, and what do you see mixed in the crowd? A bunch of people wearing Levi's hats. And my God, they were there, I guess, to watch Bale And I swear when that guy scored the penalty, those guys probably got up and cheered for like a split second or two before they realized they're gonna get beat down. But yeah, just to go show that they're like cockroaches. You'll find them everywhere, especially now, man. Damn. Anyway, had a great time there. If you're ever in Covina, want to find some good microbrews, just find a place to just chill, maybe watch a sporting event, go to Aero Lodge. I highly recommend it. So, and
There
there's
it
some
is.
Nag stickers outside the front. So yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet.
All right. What's a good transition time to the sad stuff?
Somewhat sad stuff.
Yeah, somewhat sad. Yeah, and we won't spend too much time on it because it's a Galaxy focused. Actually, let's be fair. Right?
Yeah.
We're not all USA fans, so let's shout out Chewy. Hey, Chewy, Mexico gonna make it out of the group. All right, now on to the US.
Ask any Mexico fan. I think we all thought that.
Nah,
We all, hell yeah.
no. Me and Brian actually said they were gonna make it out
Yeah.
in our private conversations.
Yeah.
and I can't tell you everything else we said, but
I can't
Pixar
imagine.
included.
nah, but we actually did, and we were kind of like surprised, like, oh shit.
Nah, I didn't think they were.
Well, it's because Mexico in the World Cup is just a different team.
Yeah.
No matter how bad, dude, the U.S. dragged them into one, and they still made it out of the group.
Oh, the one, the San Suzy?
Sansusi, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's true. It's unfortunate, though, because I thought Mexico was going to be one of those teams getting out the group. Also with Canada. I was very disappointed with Canada.
I know.
That first game against Belgium, they kind of set the tone and made me believe, that CONCACAF has stepped up their game worldwide.
And then what a wacky ass tournament for Costa Rica. Might as well shout out all the CONCACAF.
Yeah. Well, this World Cup, I was all strictly CONCACAF. I mean, more leaning towards the U.S., but I wanted to see all the CONCACAF teams be, get out the group. There's a lot of MLS players in those teams, and you want to see those teams with MLS players succeed. Give us our props in our league over here. And unfortunately, only one made it out.
Well,
Hey, Brian.
unfortunately,
You want to bring down that mic, that orange one? No.
Oh, the orange one.
Yeah, you want to put it on the floor?
Fuck you, Orange Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Damn.
I know what the mic do to me. What the fuck?
by the way, no shame in beating whales. Did you know they're the biggest mammals in the planet? That would have been the first, bro.
Boo! Get the fuck out of here,
We
bro.
haven't done this.
I almost had him.
You piece of shit. I almost choked on that shit, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, you guys want a terrible offensive joke?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I love
I'll make it
offensive
quick.
jokes.
Sorry, I'm sorry if I offend anybody. But this is an old joke.
Sorry, not sorry.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
I'll tell it. So I walked into a bar the other day, right? There was these three ladies talking. Kind of heard a British accent. And so I walked up to them and like, hey, you ladies from England? I should have mentioned that. They're heavier set women. I already fucked this up. They're heavier set women. And I heard them talking with the accent. I walk up to them and like, hey, notice your accent. You ladies from England? Turn around and they're like, Wales, you idiot. My apologies. You Wales from England? That was it.
Yeah, you fucked it up. Right there.
Yeah, the first time.
Hey, you see, we only have so much to talk about, so I'm just...
These are like Al Bundy jokes. I love it.
Hey, dude, but you know what? Even if they're different times, fucking Ángeles Azules, fucking all those different time bands are
Yeah.
still popping.
Yeah, I'm living in the past right now.
El
you know?
listón de tu pelo, tenía
Yeah.
16 años. Yeah, nope.
Damn, chill. There's 17, no?
Yeah, but come on now.
Come on. Fucking deals, bro. Fuck out of here.
Oh, good God.
Quick shout out to Eddie and Edgar right now having World Cup jerseys. The Japan one, as usual.
It's not a t-shirt. This is a...
This is actually the
actual
one from
jersey.
2018, by the way.
2018. Yeah, dude, Japan always comes out with dope ass uniforms.
Dude,
And
the one they
it's,
had this
one of
year
those
is
jerseys is
beautiful.
still on.
Let's wrap up the whole U.S. thing, by the way.
It's not a US thing, it's CONCACAF thing.
It's World Cup.
Cup. So
I
U.S.
can wrap it up for you guys. Real nice and
Hey,
neat.
hey, man.
He wants to wrap it up for you, Eddie. Let him.
But go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
Yeah, bitch, hurry up.
Sorry, Eddie.
Edgar is mad.
I don't want to step on your
fuck?
toes.
Hey,
man.
get that fool with the one sip of 13% and he gets all aggressive. Anyway. Oh, yeah, my team, my FIFA team. Baldy Boys. Shout out to the Baldy Boys. U.S. group stage, 2 ties, 1 win. You know, maybe and when you say it like that, it isn't too impressive, right? But the best stat and the most impressive thing is what they were able to do defensively, in my opinion. You know, 1 goal conceded and 0 on the run of play.
That's impressive.
No se quebró el pito. No se quebró
And they're talking about, and then you know, I see the chatter and everything and the pettiness on Twitter about like how, wow, you weren't winning. You guys are all happy about that. Like, hell yeah, look what England's doing to all these other teams, and nobody was able to make England look the way we did.
Decimating teams, bro.
Yeah, so you know,
I was pretty happy about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I honestly thought England was gonna score at least 2, and yeah, 0-0.
No, but they didn't let them do shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I saw the game, and I was actually really happy on the team. You know, it was a good thing.
And how ironic that the next round, les zampan 3 goles with fucking Netherlands.
Well, here's the thing, though, and we can make excuses left and right, and then we'll just talk mostly about this game. And Edgar, I know you probably have a lot to say because you're a big U.S. fan, so if you want to talk about the group stage as well, go ahead. But as far as like going out, like I tweeted, I was bummed out that it was over, but I wasn't upset.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand they're young. I understand, like,
we have a whack-ass coach.
I think we were in the bonus, and somebody had made the argument about, like, oh, but in 2002 they made it. Yeah, I get it. But in 2002 they also drew a rival that they were familiar with in the round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that was a little lucky, I guess. Not really, because it's still the World Cup, but I can make that argument as well.
Yeah.
So, and this is a team that is preparing for the future, and the U.S. had their chances. Pulisic puts that away
Early. It's a different game.
The game is different.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game. Tyler Adams doesn't lose focus.
Yeah.
A lot of that. There's a lot of that. The last one, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was a sick ass FIFA second pole run that nobody marking their man.
It just showed the youth in the team and the inexperience in the World Cup, because those are the minor things add up.
Yeah. So again, not upset, bummed out that it's over.
Yeah.
Happy, excited for 2026, and that's good enough for me as far as what I have to say for the U.S.
Edgar, the floor is yours, baby.
Okay.
So there's gonna be. No, I'm kidding.
Go ahead, dude.
Now I'm kind of like Zendaya in the Spider-Man movies, where she's like, if you expect failure, you'll never be disappointed. And that's how I approached the U.S. national team in this World Cup, because no matter how good the players are, right? No matter how excited we get from all the hype videos and all the commercials and all the advertising and the marketing, look at who the hell's running the team. It's Greg fucking Berhalter. You guys remember he got the job because his brother was in the selection committee. What a fucking joke. U.S. soccer has become a fucking joke like that. And I've always said it from the very beginning. This team is going to get as far as as its players allow it to get, and we saw that. We saw that these guys came in hungry. They were fearless. They stood up to Wales. They made one crucial mistake, but still got points. They played England, right? They had England on the back foot for a good portion of that match, and then they proved their worth against Iran. But it seemed like when they finally got to Netherlands, it seemed like they kind of ran out of gas. And I mean, there were other things that led to that loss, but at the heart of it all is Greg Berhalter. And I've always said he's not a good tactician. I don't feel he's a good student of the game. I mean, I just feel like he's more apt to being like a camp counselor or like a career counselor, like one of those people that holds your hand and tells you you're okay, everything's gonna be fine. Smile.
Edgar, let me ask you something though, and then continue your thought after that. So what did you say? Just say camp counselor, right, or whatever, player coach, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. What if that's the idea, and is that the worst thing? That we don't know for certain yet. What if it's never? Hold on. What if it's never in the plans for him to be the 2026 coach, but it's in the plans for him to had taken these group of guys and preparing? Because I made the argument a while back when I was defending Berhalter way more. I don't defend him as much anymore, but I said he was the perfect person to bridge the gap. He played in Europe. he played in MLS, he coached in Europe, and then he coached in MLS. So he was well rounded as far as like, the experience that these guys are having. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that? Maybe if that was the plan.
Maybe it's a generational thing. Now that you mention it, because as much as we don't like to, and nowadays in social media, generational stuff is brought up all the time. People are accusing people of being a boomer, or hey, you stupid millennials, or you Generation Z, dicks, whatever. But I want to compare these guys to two U.S. teams. I want to compare them to the 2002 guys and to the 1990 team. To the 2002 guys, they were coached by Bruce. And if you've ever met Bruce or if you ever heard him talk, Bruce is no nonsense kind of guy. He will eat you alive if you say something stupid in front of him, and he will make you feel like small and diminutive. And if you're the kind of person that wants to prove people wrong and show that you belong somewhere and impress him, then you would have thrived under his squad. And the guys that you saw playing for him were those kind of people. It's funny that we mentioned that because Greg Berhalter was one of his players in that 2002 squad. Now, if you go back, 12 more years, and you have a Bob Gansler who was leading the 1990 U.S. squad. And if you want to talk inexperienced, these guys were way inexperienced. They were like deep, they got thrown into the deep end of the pool, and these guys had never experienced any type of football on this level in any way, shape, or form. But Bob Gansler, the manager at the time, he was well aware of that, and him and his assistant Ralph Perez, Cal State alumnus, they work hard to make sure that these guys focused on the task at hand so that they could build something towards the 94 team, which is something that we're seeing right now because these guys did a lot more than a lot of people expected, but we're building to that 2026 team, and people are already starting to say, these guys are expected to win the World Cup. Like, pump the brakes, man. Let's see what happens in the next 3.5 years. A lot could happen. But as far as these guys right now, you might be right, Eddie. Maybe they needed somebody to hold their hand and tell them that they're special and tell them that, that you can do okay with all these wonderful talents, that you have, because all the generations before you laid the groundwork for you so that you could have a nice cushy, position at a European club, where you don't have to worry about proving yourself every single week. You come in, with a certain pedigree already. I mean, guys like Gio Reyna, for example. But there is a double-edged sword because you could have somebody like Bruce who came in with these young guys, and granted, he had some veterans on that team, but you could have got a lot more out of them. And I want to say that you're going to compare Bruce Arena to Greg Berhalter? Tell me who is a better tactician? Who's a better football mind? Right?
No, you can't compare anyone to Bruce as far as U.S. soccer is considered.
So that's what I'm getting at. I felt like this is cute. He could pat them on the back, give them orange wedges at halftime. But these guys were only going to go as far as their talent right now could let them, because you need somebody to connect the dots, somebody to set them up and do things right. And damn it, he did it right with England, right? I'll give him that. But his substitutions, and where the fuck have we heard that before with us, right? Fucking, Greg Vanny and his substitutions, right? Shackled the team when they needed it most. And this is what I felt happened with these guys. And then that whole issue with fucking Gio Reyna, like, what the hell? Just give us some transparency here. This is not like fucking hockey where like.
Issue.
It's not like hockey where like somebody hurts their shoulder. Oh, he has an upper body injury. Like, what the fuck? No, just tell us. The guy's not feeling well, or I don't think he's ready for for this. And I'll make sure to hold his hand later and tell him that his feelings are okay. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. But then you had somebody from that 90 team, that 94 team, Eric Winaldo, that came on and started talking all this stupid shit, and he ended up with his foot in his mouth and having to do a public apology at the Reyna's home, which is the funniest thing. But as far as the U.S., I did not expect them to make it out of the group. I actually expected them to finish dead last. I didn't think that because of Berhalter, I didn't think that they were going to get very far. But damn it, these players, they proved that they're much bigger than that. And if you want an example that these guys were the ones running things, really, that goal that the U.S. scored against Iran, it was a goal that Pulisic had drawn out with Dest. Remember?
Yeah.
You even heard it. They talked about it. Like, yeah, we discussed that if we're gonna score a goal, it's gonna be this, in a certain way like this. And sure enough, that's how it happened. So that goes to show you that this guy was getting out coached. He Forrest Gumped his way into the England game, and then when he finally got to Netherlands, man, Van Gaal like completely decimated him.
Yeah.
He told me, like, sit down, watch. Later on you can watch my videos and take my classes, and maybe just maybe you can walk into the classroom.
Yeah.
So I really do hope that for the next cycle, they give them the boot. If U.S. Soccer has the balls to do that, if they do go find somebody, they have to find that perfect balance between somebody who understands what an American player in Europe desires, between also somebody who understands how these guys can evolve to that next level so they can compete with some of the stronger teams in the world, because we just saw these guys get beat down, right, to Netherlands. Let me remind you guys, Netherlands is a mid-tier club. I mean, it's a mid-tier team in Europe. They're not even one of the top four.
Top
They're a
in the world,
mid-tier
though.
team. They missed the last World Cup. These guys are, they're fighting their way to get back into it. And for us, for our best players, this is what we just saw. Our best players right now are just mid-level in Europe right now. But hopefully, 3.5 years from now, we're going to be like, whew, let me put some money down on these guys. I think they might go all the way.
Hey, so Brian has an answer for your coaching problem here. You're gonna love this one.
Yep. And I
hear
hope
it.
everybody else does too, because he has a mixture
Edgar loves it.
of old school and new school style coaching.
Tell him.
One Leeds United manager, Jesse Marsh.
God.
He hates Jesse Marsh.
No.
He's gonna
Let me tell you about, no.
Okay,
Let me stop
go
you
for
right
it.
there. I'm going to stop you right there because there's something about Jesse Marsh I don't like. He talks too much. What?
love that
He
shit.
never shuts up. This guy talks too much. Man, homeboy needs to
Ironic.
shut up. Okay, you know what? Now, here's the thing. Okay, we were talking about Canada, right? We're like, damn, we expected Canada to do a lot more in this World Cup. And I sure did. I expected them to finish second and get out of the group. Unfortunately, after that golden opportunity for them to take the lead against Belgium, after that,
Shit the
everything
bed.
fell apart for them. Like, everything fell apart. And I get the feeling that Herdman, everything that he had done in qualifying and preparing that club, I keep saying club, and preparing the team, the national team, for the World Cup, everything he did, he threw it all out the window and he started doing things differently. And then he did one of the worst things he could do. He gave Croatia bulletin board material. And that's the kind of person Jesse Marsh is. He talks too much. This guy, it's like, he doesn't want to shut the fuck up. I mean, like, just coach your guys, earn your plaudits. And, if you're going to talk shit, do it behind closed doors, with your guys. But don't go out in public and start talking. And he's the kind of person that will do that kind of stuff. So, no, I don't like Jesse Marsh. Sorry. I know a lot of people are like, watch Ted Lasso and they think, oh, Jesse Marsh, Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
But no,
If anything,
I don't think so.
Ted Lasso is more Berhalter, if you really think about it.
Jesse Marsh,
Yeah.
I love his cockiness because you could see that in the players like with Adams and Aronson on the pitch. You need that cockiness, right? As U.S. national coach, you want to be the best in the world. And you tell me the U.S. doesn't have the players or to be the best in the world.
You know where Jesse
you got to
Mar-
come with that cockiness.
You know where Jesse Marsh falls short, though? Also, is national team experience. Berhalter has that over him. So he doesn't have that.
Yeah, he understands what it's like to be in a major tournament.
And he's played in these kind of tournaments, yeah.
Well,
Jesse Marsh doesn't.
both of them should be coached then. Damn.
But anyway,
Yeah,
all right,
another
let's,
thing. No, go ahead. Yeah, I just want to wrap up CONCACAF. As far as Mexico's concerned, we've all been closely watching everything that's been going on with them and Tata Martino, and we know that people, are really, really tired of him. And obviously he's gone now, but the whole issue with Chicha and Bella and who knows what else was going on, that we didn't even hear about. And I actually picked them. Not, I mean, in my prediction, I was like, man, these guys aren't going to get out of the group. I think they're going to finish last. And you know, credit to them. San Memo, you know, he always does something incredible in every World Cup. He kept them in there, but then at the very end, just you know, the weight of all that it just came crumbling down on them, just like it did with Costa Rica. Costa Rica, as far as they're concerned, I feel like the only reason that they're in the World Cup, or they were in the World Cup, was because they benefited from a schedule which had them facing teams that were already qualified at the end, and those are the games that they won at the end because they played a lot of teams that were already comfortably in the World Cup: Canada, the U.S., Mexico, and so they were able to like sneak in there playing against teams that weren't even, you know, fielding their A squads. And once they got there, they got completely undressed. I mean, I feel bad for Keylor Navas. Yeah, you have one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and they made him look like a child. And credit to them though, they gave Germany one hell of a fight.
Yep.
But damn, you know,
Wasn't
for
enough.
a few seconds it was Japan and Costa Rica getting through, and then sorry, Ticos.
All right. This question is going to be for Bryant only.
For me?
Yeah, so we can move on. It leaves
Okay.
our house. They're listening right now. And they got a question.
Yes.
And I like this one. I'll make mine a one-word answer. Or about 10 words.
Okay.
But the question is, if Jesse Marsch wasn't American, would you still want him as a U.S. team head coach? Would you even know who he was?
Yeah, would you be on the radar?
Marsch as a head coach now would be as or even more disastrous than Burr.
Oh, totally not. I don't think so.
So you know what? No, then I never really thought about it like that. Like maybe I wouldn't want just like it's like, what have you really done? Like, and would I even know who he was? No, because think about it. Can I name middle to bottom half Premier League coaches? I can't.
But because he's American,
Because I know who
the
he is.
spotlight
And
is on
would
him.
you want to take middle to bottom half Premier League coach?
Let's say he was a British coach.
I mean, or pick one right now that's in the middle to bottom half.
Yeah, no. But more disastrous than Berhalter right now? I don't think so. I can't agree with that.
I don't know. That one's hard.
I mean,
to
that
answer.
because we haven't seen him as a national team coach.
How we will never know.
Yeah.
So would you take him then?
Because he's American, I would take him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's a good one.
But that he's more disastrous than
No,
Berhalter.
that question's a little. Well, it's actually not even a question. He's saying that it would.
Yeah,
be
that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't agree with that.
Okay.
Berhalter, I mean, half and half credit to Berhalter, no? He kind of got us to the World Cup.
I'm giving him
Something that we
I'm giving him
missed.
credit for what he did. Like as far as some of the performances, the group stage. especially.
Would you guys be shocked if Jurgen Klinsmann ends up back in the
Yes.
I would love that, though.
conversation?
No, I wouldn't.
Because
I would love that.
maybe his management style didn't fit that era with a lot of aging players, but now with these young guys that are malleable, which he can shape, however he wants, and do some work with them. Do you think maybe now he can come in, or you think his name has been soiled enough?
Soiled.
Moving on.
Which is dumb because
And whose name has been soiled even more this week? Eddie?
not yet.
Oh no, not yet.
Not yet.
Hold on. That's like the main event.
Yep, we're gonna soil that shit all up and down,
we're
baby.
making our way that way.
PP boys.
All right.
Soiled.
I don't want an explanation. I just want to know who's your team going forward World Cup.
I'm actually Japan and Korea right
Okay,
now.
cool. Chewy?
Japan has been
That's it. Chewy.
Japan.
Mbappe.
All right. Edgar.
Argentina and Japan.
Moving on.
Get out of here.
So
Wait, we could say two. We were allowed to say two.
Nah, just one. La Selecta. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I'll go with Mbappe and then Harry Maguire.
All right, let's get to these rumors.
We're at rumors.
One rumor.
We got one long-standing rumor.
Oh yeah. One long-standing rumor. And we could actually kind of play into the next topic as well, because I think it's a little important, right?
Yeah.
So, it is rumored, long-time rumor seems to be happening. Aaron, I didn't do that one on purpose. Aaron Long is supposedly set to sign with the LA Galaxy as a TAM player. I know in our group chats, a lot of people are like, he's a serviceable MLS defender, yada yada. I don't know. I saw the way Vasquez fucking burned through him. I'm like, Tam, not so much for me.
But what is the alternative? We don't have Williams anymore. Okay, well, here's the question. Is he better than Williams? I say yes.
No.
His MLS tenure in New York, he has been a solid MLS player. And
I mean,
he is better than Williams.
A good question to compare them, maybe. And one of the things that Long is always guilty of is that he's always caught up field, and then he has to like scramble back, and he just doesn't have the legs. We've seen videos where he gets burned by speedy forward. So a good question is, who's better at that, Derek Williams or him? I mean, I know Williams is gone, but would it be an upgrade?
Yeah, I mean I would
think so.
That's literally what you have to compare it to, because your team is telling you. Your coach is telling you that this is an upgrade.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Is he a legit upgrade for TAM or what? I don't think so.
I think
but is he a better MLS defender than Williams? I'll give him the slight edge.
It feels like it's a lateral move.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing I saw online that might change your perception of this. And
try me.
I didn't think about it. Apparently, he really, really wanted to go make the jump to Europe, and I guess several teams came calling, and Red Bull New York was like, nope, we're holding on to our guy. And so Aaron Long was upset, and apparently he decided to do like a little silent protest. And we've seen that in the way he's played, and now he's at the end of his contract, or he could get transferred. So who knows? Maybe he was just tanking.
But okay, which plays into what we're gonna get to next: the tag of TAM.
Okay.
For a domestic player, which now the LA Galaxy is sanctioned with that. Gam, Jam, Pam, Ram, whatever it is.
Spam.
Is that too much for an Aaron Long? That TAM tag? Is that what we really needed in this team? I mean...
Yeah, I would have been younger. I would have just taken a chance with that money to try to find like the next like Aaron Long per se.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Long isn't Aaron Long anymore.
But a change of scenery could help out any player. You saw with Jossie. He went out, got out of LA, won a title.
Yeah, but that was the first change of scenery.
Best right back in the world.
The second change of scenery.
What was Aaron Long's first change too? All right. Why is this important? Right.
Why is this
Some
important?
things happen.
The floor is yours, Eddie.
I'm gonna do my best Kent Brockman. Cheater, pumpkin eater. He always has stupid fucking
I honestly thought you were gonna go with Family Guy, and I know what grinds my gears.
The good, the bad,
the Klein.
the Klein.
Fuck this motherfucker, bro.
Damn.
I'll start with that. Anyone share the same feeling?
Whoa.
Oh man, I have a lot of stuff to say. But
All right.
I'll let
So
you
let's start with what happened.
Yes.
Right? And I'm reading this from Corner of the Galaxy because I couldn't put up the article for some reason. So, news broke 2 days ago. MLS sanctioned the Galaxy for violating salary budget and roster guidance in signing Christian Pavon in 2019. Pavon had been listed a listed salary of $1.2 million that year. DTK was pivotal in the signing of Pavon. This would seem to fall into his lap. But clearly, the Galaxy and the entire front office knew about it. Those both assumptions on my part. This is, again, Josh from Corner of the Galaxies. I'm just copying your homework for this
Copy paste
one. But to borrow a line. He borrows lines too, so I feel better. To borrow a line from NCAA, this seems like a complete lack of institutional control. There's a $1 million fine, right?
Yeah.
GAM, TAM, all that, right? The $1 million in GAM is significant, and the inability to add someone from actually I should start talking about the punishments. Okay, cool. So big shout out to Corner of the Galaxy. Make sure to listen to them. And funny thing, I found the fucking article now. Perfect timing, and I found that on his
Perfect.
page. So this is a fucking shit show, right? So basically what's happening here is we're getting there's some blessings in disguise, I guess, but you can only do so much with these blessings in disguise because you're not going to be capable of doing a lot this year.
Yeah.
So Chris Klein is not allowed to participate in any transfers
Great.
for the whole 2023.
That's a plus.
So Klein has to go directly to the president of AG, which is Beckerman, I assume, right? Yeah, Beckerman. Now the bad right here, the bad obviously is the fine and the fact that we're not allowed to make any transfers in the fucking
The second window.
the summer window.
International transfers, right? That's what it said.
Yeah. Can't bring players from outside.
Yeah.
Can't make I think it's any transfers, right?
I'll look it up, but I had read that it was just international.
From my understanding, yeah, you can't
you're right,
grab an
right,
international slot
Mm-hmm.
or international player.
Galaxy's not allowed to make any international transfers during the summer transfer window. That does not include the current winter
Yeah.
transfer.
And
By the way, that's very important to remember.
yeah, so basically the team we fucking began with is pretty much the one we're going to end with unless we make trades within the league. Now, one interesting thing I want to bring up about this, guys. Klein is on a contract here, right?
No, he just resigned last year.
There was interviews where like it seemed like he's coming back the way he was talking, right?
I mean, we all kind of guess he would.
Okay.
It's in the language, the way that they said that.
There's nothing official of him coming back, right? But then it mentions about DTK, like if he wants to come back, he has to fill some bullshit out. It's not talking about Chris Klein not coming back. So it's like if the MLS already knows that he's coming back. So two things about this, in my opinion, or two thoughts I have. One is, could this be a breach of contract? Right, even though it's a new contract, it dates back to that where the Galaxy can just terminate. Two, how the fuck, as the LA Galaxy, do you bring them back? How do you justify this to fans? How do you look the fans in the face and be like, "Oh, this guy cheated, and we were still shit"? That's how bad of a fucking president he is.
Yeah.
We used to be the standard, and now
We are the laughing.
we're a cheating joke.
Well, maybe not the laughing stock, but it's a big stain.
We become the butt of a joke now.
Yeah. From being the best to people not wanting to come to that Galaxy.
I don't want this motherfucker anywhere near my fucking club. And this is exactly what I tweeted. I said he was one of the worst fucking teams when he was in the field. He was the worst fucking. He's part of the worst fucking team when he was fucking president. He forced fucking signings down coaches' throats. He now fucking put this ugly ass stain in my club, your club, everyone's club that's listening.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you move forward with this guy? How do you bring him back after all this? How? Tell me how. Well, you saw how where the fans were already there. They already Klein out was
even before all this.
Yeah.
There was already this is the tipping point.
Yeah.
To everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it should have been maybe years ago.
We heard everywhere that ticket sales are down. Season ticket sales are
Yeah.
down, right? Supposedly it's not gonna affect Klein.
Yeah.
So that was interesting too. I never preached that till now.
Well, I mean,
They-
Klein and Diclos are the ones that are cheating. And I'm pretty sure it happens around the league. You know, it's just the LA Galaxy got caught. I mean, it was in Miami not too long ago. They got sanctioned for the Matsuiti thing, right? Where they couldn't get
Fuck all those
they got deducted.
No, I don't. I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want you to use other clubs.
Okay.
I don't want you to use other clubs because we're the standard. Bruce, we go back to Bruce, what he was able to do, manipulate the thing. So fuck other clubs. Fuck what everyone else is doing. We can say maybe Levels gets caught later. I don't care. Fuck all that. I'm talking about my club. I'm talking about what this motherfucker did to my club and why I don't want to be in my fucking club.
But you're acting like we haven't done anything to our clubs. I mean, everybody cheats. I mean, isn't your name Alexis Lalas that fucks up clubs too?
I don't know, but whether we did or we didn't, we figured out ways to do it. I mean,
No, Lalalas was
that was just
both
fucking
in LA
black.
and New York. He was guilty of just making really bad decisions that ruined both clubs.
This is another bad decision by Klein. I mean, whether it's cheating or not, bad decisions are bad decisions. And to be a part of another bad decision as a member of the LA Galaxy, knowing that the noisy neighbors down the street just got one over us from their existence. And now you come out with this shit.
That's injury to insult, bro. Insult to injury.
It's fucking, yeah, it is. But it's a silver lining in this. But go ahead, continue your rant.
I mean, that's pretty much it for me. It's like you've already disrespected us as fans so much in so many ways, and this is it, bro. This is it. There's no turning back. I honestly feel like we can win like back-to-back titles with him as president, and I'll still be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that was our
everything
sentiment
goes
this season too, right? I mean, we got to the playoffs with the squad that he constructed, and we're like, if he
And to
wins
top
it,
off, what do we get? What do we get by from cheating? Nothing to fucking show for it, right?
a 5-3 loss away.
One playoff appearance.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Can you even cheat, right?
And
What the fuck?
what terrifies me too is now the Ricky Puig fucking signing is already seemed too good to be true. What if something comes up now?
Yeah. Well, another thing, right? Do you guys find it odd that they restricted the LA Galaxy to make any moves in that second window instead of that first?
No. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's. I think it's good. It's a good business move because you know who the Galaxy was already talking to. I know you're going towards like it could be a big name.
Yeah.
But it could also not be a big name, right? It could be players that you're
Aaron Long.
Because he's transferring from fucking Europe, right? But it just could have been like deals that are in the works, and it's like it looks bad on the league to just like all of a sudden like, oh, we gotta stop talking to you guys because
This man over here couldn't.
Well, not only that, but the 2023 season hasn't even started yet. So technically, these are transfers that are occurring within
Off-season.
the 2022 season. Because it's still, you got to think about the fiscal year. The fiscal year, ends December 31st, I guess, for some clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be something to think about. Yeah.
Well, what you think, Edgar?
so
Well-
nobody else is. I asked you guys in the chat. I
No,
can't believe
I'm not-
nobody-
I'm not really
nobody's
upset.
Upset as I am, it's shocking to me.
It just seems like that was going to happen. Something like that. It doesn't really shock me. We already
So
had.
Brian, you
shit
feel
years
like
with
this is part of his fabric.
guy. Yeah, part of the DNA already.
That's sad.
It just now it came out to light.
That's sad.
Okay.
Because that means I was more hopeful than you guys.
Way more. I mean, I shaved my eyebrows. Did you not see the reel that I posted on our Instagram?
Damn.
And he was in charge for that. And he laughed at me when I did it. I bet. Fucking idiot. I'm a cheat anyway. And still not get you guys a 6th title. Fuck. What about you, Edgar? What are your thoughts?
Well, guys, for a second here, let's talk about one of the phenomenons of the current generation we live in, and that's called cancel culture, right? And we've seen that happen a lot, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, even if it's not something that happens through digital media, it's something that we see that manifests itself in many different ways through not just American society, but around the world. Cancel culture. We're all familiar with that term. And I bring that up because the hashtag Klein out has been used a lot over the last 2 years, especially this last year, with one of our supporters groups even hiring an airplane to fly that banner, Klein out. I think it said Karofsky out too, right? And it's interesting because we hear two messages in American society, and I hate bringing up the word society because a lot of times so many memes are attached to that. In today's society, but it's true in our society. we always hear, if you're not cheating, it means you're not trying to win, right? Because, hey, you're not trying hard enough. But at the same time, the flip side of that coin, we really come down hard on cheaters. Big example, the Houston Astros. And before everybody forgets, also the Boston Red Sox the following year. The Dodgers, unfortunately, were subjected to both of those. And, to this day, whenever the Houston Astros show up anywhere, man, they get booed, they get stuff thrown at them. The players feel like they're targeted. Even guys that weren't part of that team, they get a lot of hate. But, that's just part of cancel culture. And so we've been hearing Klein out. And some people who aren't too keen on what's going on or haven't really been affected by it are wondering, like, man, why are so many people hating on this guy? Is it a personal thing? What did he do to you? And in my case, I having had a press pass in the past, I mean, I've talked to him, and I know me and Chewy ran into him a couple of seasons ago, right before the pandemic. We saw him hanging out with fans, and we actually interviewed him, which is kind of funny. But damn it, man, like this stuff, when this came to light, it's like even the people that weren't really thinking about him in such a negative light, it's like all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Everything everybody's been thinking, maybe it was for different reasons, but now this is the match that really lights a fire. I mean, we're not talking about fire. We're talking about like a fucking raging fucking forest fire. And I was so angry. I was so offended. Even if it wasn't directly him, right, that was responsible for this happened under his watch.
Yeah.
And the rest of the front office knew about it. And they tried to sweep it under the rug and hope that no one noticed. But some Judy Hopps down at the MLS League office was like, hey, I got to do my due diligence. And holy shit, look at this. The LA Galaxy has been doing what? It's like, damn. And like Eddie said, the Galaxy, even with the Levas winning, MLS Cup, and fuck those guys, because they're always demanding respect. And as we've been seeing from around the league, they've been getting the opposite of that. But going back to us, right? We can use strong words regarding Klein, like two-faced, fraud, traitor.
Oof.
We can really use these words now, because those are all words that describe who he is and what he's done to our club. This was the golden standard of MLS. And under his watch, we have seen a decline of the LA Galaxy. And I don't mean that as a joke. I mean that as absolute truth. And to show that even when he was cheating, the guy that he got, Cristian Pavon, right? One of the guys that got us in trouble, that dude also got in trouble for his own shit. So it's like you have the shit topping on top of the shit cake, right? Yeah. And who ate that cake? We all did. So right now, I feel betrayed. I feel like I was made a fool of, and I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're like a teenager and you're a Galaxy fan. I don't care if you're like, my age, I'm in my late 40s, or if you're like an older fan. You should feel offended for this, because we work hard for our money. And for us to invest money into this club isn't just because we want to go and have a social experience with our friends. We want our club to do well. We want to make sure that this club is not just good now, but for the future, for our sons and daughters, for our family members. And then we hear this. This is an embarrassment. It's a stain. It's like a shit stain with the Chris Klein name on it that will forever be embedded in this era of LA Galaxy football. And although, thankfully, this is only going to affect us this year, sometimes, it's like a drop in the pool, and you see those ripples extend across the pond, and you wonder how long it's going to affect us. So, yeah, that's how I feel right now.
That's a scary part, too.
Yeah.
How long does this affect us for, right? Yeah, we're talking about 1 year, but how many people look at this club and are like, think about Ricky. Ricky is such an important signing, right? To this current, Galaxy. And if this goes south and the Galaxy can't put a team, they're not going to be able to make moves in the middle of the year. So the Galaxy can't put a team together in the beginning to compete. And someone like Ricky that's high profile is going to walk away being like, dude,
fuck this.
Yeah, fuck this. Like, look at this cheating ass fucking club. Don't come here because this can happen to you.
Yep.
I decided to give him a chance, and look what came out of it.
That's another thing, Eddie. Like you said, it really tarnishes the image of this club. Definitely within our within our MLS, purview. But if you're like a European player who's maybe looking to make that that trip across the Atlantic and see how you do well in MLS, and obviously Galaxy is one of the clubs that you're thinking about, and then you hear about this, you're like, ugh, I don't want to be associated with this shit. What about those other guys up the street? Or maybe, the guys, down in South Beach, that are, with Beckham,
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that really affects you.
As emotional and hurt and the feel of betrayal and all these emotions, right? There's a silver lining here. I truly believe there is a silver lining in all this debacle, the Klein gate, or whatever you want to call it. One, you've been a big advocate of this, Eddie. Now the LA Galaxy is forced to look within the league and find players within the league that are domestic and that could provide a winning culture to a club. That's one. Number two, this is probably the limpia, or the, the curse removal that the LA Galaxy needs. And it comes at a big cost. But you got to sacrifice. And with this, I mean, you can start all over. And on top of that, this is basically going to be a developmental year for players like, what's his name? We just signed the youngster.
Danny Perez?
With Perez. It could be one of those years. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a contending year. I don't think it is. Scratch it off as another year. But this is something to start off.
But you're also banking on that they're not going to bring Klein back. We don't know that for a fact.
But it should be. It should be obvious.
That's the scary part. How much? All right. How much, as a fan, how much less do you think of these owners if they bring them back? How much less do other fucking clubs and people that players that want to come here think of the club if they keep them, right? They hear that this happened and the guy's still there.
AG is a global brand.
There's no way that's happening.
Yeah, AG is a global brand. You're going to think they want this stain on their record. They're going to have to fire this guy. And on top of that, it's going to force them to bring someone in that knows the game and that wants to be part of a winning culture in LA and make the LA Galaxy what it was again. It forces a lot of hands and a lot of movements. And it's a blessing in disguise, to be honest. I'm not even that mad. I was actually surprised it didn't come out earlier.
Bruce for president.
Watch them, get rid of Klein and then put Jovan Karofsky.
I'm actually not mad at that, just because of the fact that I don't know, because president is way different. I've been an advocate for not fucking firing Karofsky, because I say that he is someone that gets his phone calls answered. So,
but we're going back to the old thing of, dude, we don't need all these fucking Cristianos in the team. Yes, we're the LA Galaxy and we set trends. But dude, if you have a winning culture and you have a winning team without any stars and you get stars on your jersey, what the fuck does it matter? You have a big profile name star. We have Ricky. Put players around him that could win a fucking game that are not named Aaron Long.
Damn. I just honestly,
I'm looking at it as half full, to be honest.
But what about everything like Edgar and me said about like?
And it's a legit. Those are legit concerns.
But the disrespect, like I can't believe you're not upset. Like,
Dude, this dude disrespected me as soon as he made me shave my eyebrows. So fuck him. Everybody in the chat, chime in. We'll read off some angry messages if you guys want to.
Brian, I just want to remind you of something.
Yeah.
You remember the Donald Sterling stuff?
Oh, but that's
No.
It's not
Do you
different.
remember how you? I don't know how about you. I don't remember how you felt, but I remember I went through like an existential crisis when that happened, because as a Clipper fan, there isn't much for you to really celebrate, right? So you're holding on more than anything out of like blind, dumb faith, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
like
so
religion.
you're like you put so much stake into this team, right? That
Yeah.
doesn't have a lot more to talk about, and you're like you fucking put your pride on the line for them, and then the whole Donald Sterling shit happens, right? And you're like, God damn, right? Like, guys, you're not making it easy on me.
Yeah.
And you remember that the entire league was shocked. I mean, granted, that's a whole different situation, but it made the Clippers look really bad for for a good minute there, until the league ran them out.
Yeah.
But even
And then
then,
who came in to take over the Clippers and made them a legit spot to come and play?
Yeah, I mean, but this was to pick up in the smoking crater, and at that point, anybody that would have come in would have been able to benefit from that or make them look better, because that's how bad things were. The Chris Klein stuff isn't as bad as the whole thing happened with Donald Sterling, obviously, but it's the fact that he did something that goes against a moral compass, a wavering moral compass, obviously, but still a moral compass, a moral code that as Galaxy fans, we're proud of all these championships, and we want to say that these were championships that were won because the team fought for it on the field, and it wasn't because some backstage shenanigans, right? Some fucking Vince McMahon shit going on in the gorilla position. So yeah. I go back to that. Like, if you don't feel offended by this, maybe it hasn't registered yet, but eventually it will. And when it does, you're gonna understand why Eddie and I are so upset.
Those are legit feelings.
get mad.
But it's
okay
always
to get
darkest
mad.
before the dawn.
Embrace your hate.
It's always darkest before the dawn. On top of that, AEG has been exposed, and this is a great opportunity for them to look themselves in the mirror and ask themselves, is this something that
AG has not been exposed. They've been put in the spotlight. So it's like,
perfect. Yeah, that's exposure.
So what's your next move? That's
Well, now you got to do right.
because AG technically hasn't done anything wrong. They're not because
Okay.
these guys are hired by
Okay.
AG to do the job, right? It's not AG's job to make sure the books are correct and you're following the rules, because they have their hands everywhere else.
Well, not that they got a little bit of exposure in that. Maybe you could hire somebody that's competent enough to not embarrass you worldwide.
Hey, Nag boys are for hire. You get 6 for the price of 1.
Say
Hell
Chewy
yeah.
for GM, man.
Just get me a house and we're good.
Put Chuyasu as GM. Put Bryant as president. Let's go.
Player coach, baby. Let's go.
No, that's Eddie.
What am I
That's
fucking
Eddie.
chop?
That's Eddie.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what am I chop liver? Goddamn,
You could be assistant coach.
No, I said Eddie player coach, man. I'll fucking dress up like Cosmo. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. Chewy, what you think about all this scandal?
She's not even paying attention.
I do have a theory.
Chewy's over there playing Candy Crush, right?
Some shit. Like,
Let's
Edgar's not even here.
let's play Candy Crush. Conspiracy theory time.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Constipation.
So Edgar mentioned about the MLS personnel doing their due diligence. What if Vanny sent an anonymous note
Damn. I really like that one, though. I do like that
to
one.
MLS.
All
And
of
be
a
like,
sudden,
hey,
the MLS sends to Andor. Fuck.
this motherfucker, sends them an anonymous note, tells them that everything's Klein been doing, telling them that he doesn't wipe after he goes to the restroom and shit like that. And now Vanny's in a position where he can make his own moves. You guys buy into that conspiracy?
I don't know. I mean, I mean, if I don't think Vanny's like that.
No,
Of course not.
But
Come on, play along.
No, but I mean, I just think that it's hard enough to be a manager, on a team that has such high expectations, and then all of a sudden you're like, let me do pull the strings, but you're just working hard to make sure you put a competitive club on the field. So I don't know. I don't know if he would do something like that.
Either way, this is a bonehead move.
Yeah.
From the whole organization, from top to bottom, from the hirings to the who's in charge, and it trickles down, even down to the supporters, which I think we're the ones that feel it the most.
We all felt like clowns going in to games the last couple of years. So now,
Sing it for me, Eddie.
now definitely took a pie to the face.
And out the clown.
Laughing.
Happy clown.
Happy clown. Oh my God, bro.
And here comes Bruce Arena, like sideshow, right? Walking around the curtain.
Dude, that was laughing for sure. He's like, I knew you pussies would have got it wrong.
Well, let me remind you guys also.
Sipping the champagne bottle.
Yeah.
Let me remind you guys also because we had Sigi before before Vanny.
R.I.P.
We also had what's his face? I forgot his name. We're at GBS, but there's still all the issues we've discussed before. Were like no training facility, no what is it the one where where you're scouting analytics, scouting, all that stuff was missing. What the hell? Was Klein just clocking in and sitting there playing, solitaire all day? What?
Like Chewy. Hey.
But
Chewy does his job,
Candy
though.
Crush over there, man.
Chewy does his job. He's not as caught in any scandals.
You're live, they can hear you. I'm good.
Hell yeah. See? Learn something, Klein. Fuck. They really bamboozled us. Bamboozled.
Yeah, I cannot not feel upset, bro. I don't know how you're not like.
You know
bro.
what's really sad, Eddie?
What?
And I mean, it's really sad because just like I think not even like 24 or 36 hours, when we got the news, just 24 hours before that, we were feeling nice and warm, fuzzy feelings because the LA Galaxy named us one of the top 4 podcasts that they listen to the most.
And now we got to come talk shit.
And then this happens, right? You're like, damn, guys, you really make me bust out the belt, huh? Like,
Yeah.
Damn.
It feels like we got Trojan horsed somehow.
Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Well, what's
Trojan
Trojan
horse?
horses?
I don't know.
The behind the back Trojan? What?
The reach around Trojan. Oh, Eddie,
Tickle
you
my
look shocked.
balls, man. Fuck.
You look shocked, Eddie. What do you got for us?
That's all. That's pretty much all I have.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
mean, honestly, I just it's crazy. It's crazy to think what comes of it. Right? It can just go like, holy shit! These owners really just gave up on us, or they don't give a fuck about our image, or they just.
Well, owners, we don't know yet. We don't know what's gonna happen.
We need Kurt Angle, bro. We need the 3 eyes
Yeah. Integrity, intelligence,
and testicles.
in testicle. But yeah, we do need the 3 eyes. And yeah, in the chat, Alvaro Cornejo, doesn't the league approve these deals? Yeah, well, like Edgar said
Well,
earlier,
you present what you're paying. That's the problem that
Yeah.
they presented.
something that they weren't.
They probably went through the books and they're like,
This ain't
they
right.
probably came to the Galaxy and like, hey, we need to see your books. We have a suspicion of 2019 or whatever,
Yeah.
And then they went through the books and like, oh yeah, what's up with this?
What's up with this for?
Yeah,
Oh man, I'm half full cup guy.
half mad, half pissed.
half mad, half pissed. Yeah. That was good too.
Chewy, this make you upset at all?
Makes me sad.
I mean, sad's fair too. To think that your club is has this is where we are.
Yeah,
that's fair. As sad as fair as well. It just
because you get to see these guys week in, week out. Yes, the World Cup is in the midst, right? And we all cheer for our countries. Hey. But when it's club, dude, you live here 24/7. You watch these guys week in, week out. You're tuned into the games every single week. And just for something to like this to come out, it's disheartening.
You think fucking, they don't make any announcements to like later in the year or something? Klein shows his face at that stadium.
There's no way he does.
I mean, I'm sure he's still going in there every day to work.
I mean,
he has to work
during a game
because he's always in that press box or whatever.
Yet or anything from here. He gets fired like in fucking April or something. You think he actually shows his face?
Common courtesy is to not show your face.
He doesn't go back.
Yeah, there's no way, right?
You know what's
crazy?
Safety. Yeah, but you know what's crazy though? At least for me, I'm not bad. I'm not mad that they cheated. I'm not even mad that they got caught. I'm just mad that nothing came out of it.
That's sad. That's pathetic. Embarrassing.
Yep.
That's many things.
Because I mean, if we would have won a cup, they're not gonna take it away.
Fucking joke. That's the problem. Yeah. That's the point. Fucking joke. You guys cheated? You guys cheated? What year? Oh shit. And then the next year y'all went and won the fucking wooden spoon? That's fucking sad.
Like the meme goes, how you get fired on your day off?
Yeah. A lot of people want to hold AEG accountable for this because they're like, how can you guys let this happen?
They don't have to worry about
I'll just point you guys to a very prominent American figure in Benjamin Franklin, who's considered one of the forefathers of this great nation.
He wears a thong.
Benjamin Franklin.
The guy that stole the TV? I mean, the guy that stole the electricity idea?
No, that's
the guy that they do cocaine off of?
Well, they're clowns, man. What I was getting to was that. That's what I heard. What I was getting to was like the fact that people expect AEG to do something like really big, right? But when you think about the ownership in LA Galaxy, it's not like other clubs, right? Where you're like, oh, I can tell you who the owner of this club is, like with Merritt Paul, with that asshole that owns the Portland Timbers, right? But AEG, you're like, it's that reclusive old man, that shows up once in a while. But in reality, you're like, who the hell really runs this club? I mean, at least the LA Kings have Rob Blake as a general manager that people can point to when they get upset and be like, you damn, dumbass, you didn't do that right. But the LA Galaxy, like, well, it's Chris Klein, Jovan Karofsky, but who's that? Who's above them, right?
Yeah.
I brought up Benjamin Franklin because Benjamin Franklin, one of the forefathers of this country, he grew up in a very religious, he had a very religious upbringing, but eventually he got to the point where he was like, you know what? I actually subscribe to the notion that God created the world and then abandoned it. And so then you think to yourself like, damn, AEG bought this club, gave it all these gifts, and then you said, wow.
Pull the rug under us.
Dude, I like that one because what does this club mean to us, bro? It's like if God created it himself. And he just abandoned us. He left us with Klein?
Fuck. Fuck.
It's the story of Job. You know what? I'm not going to pick religions here. So.
Story of Job.
We're not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Who was Job?
We're Job.
Yeah, Job. Yeah.
Pick
We're Job.
We're
Job in this situation. Yeah. Fucking. If you know the story, we're not going to get into it.
No, if anybody is Job, it's New England Revolution fans, dude. That's Job.
No, because it had nothing to begin with. Job was rich in different ways. That's true. We're going too much into it. Yeah, I'm not trying to lose viewers here.
Brian Boitano? What would Brian Boitano
bring it into?
What would Brian Boitano do?
Are we Ash Ketchum? No, we're not Ash Ketchum.
No,
fuck that. We have titles.
Won.
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum
Barely won.
Low poke.
Ash Ketchum is a fucking idiot.
How the fuck are you gonna trade your Charmander or leave it with the fucking
Or let go the most fucking powerful
Butterfree? What a
Get punked
fucking
by
idiot.
Pikachu doesn't want to take a thunderstorm.
We are fucking Ash.
No, we're not.
Butterfree is Pavon.
Because we
Then he
actually
leaves
won
him
shit.
because he was with some
actually
girl.
won shit. Actually, won
Now
shit.
we're not Ash Ketchum.
Nah, we're not Ash
Nah.
Ketchum. We're like Gary.
Nah.
Nah. There's no Pokemon analogy here. Let it go.
There has to be like a superhero or an anime thing that we're like.
Like Zordon. And then died.
What's the sort of-
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Those
All right.
You guys got it out of your system?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. I don't need to beat up anybody. Let's go.
Yeah.
No,
let's-
you don't need to beat up a person. You can beat up Brian's horse.
My Trojan
Brian,
horse.
You still got that horse?
And my Trojan horse is there.
You know what?
Let's go beat that. Let's
You know
go
what? I
beat
slapped
that
on the
horse to
table
death.
because this makes me mad. Also,
Okay.
we're
No,
fucking
based on
Kanye.
this.
That's what we are.
Ah, fuck. God
No. You don't see anybody goose stepping around the stadium and throwing
Damn.
up their hands. Come on.
Oh, you saw the? Did you guys see the UFO religion symbol he posted?
Oh, that's actually not. That's actually an old symbol he took. That's funny. We'll get that. I don't want to talk about that
Yeah.
because I'm not defending anybody here.
Nah.
Yeah, we're not getting into that. We're definitely not getting into that one. We're Elon Musk. I don't know. We're
We're something.
we're something that
Something that disappoints.
something. Yeah.
Oh, like a child. Oh, wait, what?
Elon Musk hasn't disappointed me at all.
All right. Okay. I'm already mad. My blood pressure's already high. It's
Your
wrap it
sodium's up.
how.
Damn.
One thing we didn't mention, we completely skipped over it because we got so mad. The Coachella Invitational, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Coachella, baby.
Yeah, so that's coming up.
And
I'll give you the
by the
dates
way,
right now.
Eddie,
Huh?
I was gonna say like we all expected, predicted. It went from being like something that was very insular to like an actual like big festival where clubs around the league are being invited to this. It's not just a few clubs. It's like several clubs. Like I know that the Carolina guys were like, "Oh shit, we're going to Coachella. See you in California."
Yeah.
That's cool. Like Josh was talking about this because they went last year. They were talking about how, according to the Galaxy, they were saying that they're trying to make like spring training, which I heard was cool. I'm not into
That's really
baseball.
cool. I appreciate that.
So to have our own version of it, but I hear like how cool it is. To have our own version, that's dope. I think it's like $45 a day, right, or some shit like that.
That's fine.
That's cool, dude. It was made for me too. So if anybody knows me, they know April, about mid-April. That's my holiday. I'm out there in Coachella acting a fool.
Yep.
So the fact that they're doing a Galaxy event out there
Before this Vertigo
on my
week.
birthday weekend,
Yep.
bro.
Let us fuck. Nah.
Yeah, no, but it's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah.
what it develops into, right?
It should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a big baseball fan, and I've been to spring training, and it's a good vibe.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I wish I was in a position where I could take all that time off, and there's people that are fortunate enough that they are,
And kudos to
they
you.
can do, and I think that's a dope ass experience. If like, and if you ever been to Palm Springs or anything, I've rented a house. They're not too expensive. It's a good
Palm
time.
Springs is nice, man.
Yeah. So I'm putting it out there right now. My birthday weekend, and Edgar has to get a fucking hall pass.
Hall pass.
It's gonna be a nag house.
Oh, I'm down.
There has to be a
Ooh,
nag
hell
house.
yeah, I'm down. Super down.
Nobody else has to come, but we'll do live videos.
We'll do a live show there. Damn. Imagine. That'd be kind of cool.
Lucky,
We do a live show with Ronaldo. Oh,
there you go.
Nah, those are.
There has
Luis
only,
Suarez. Oh,
only a lucky like 5 or 6 would be selected. You have to be like ex supermodels or something. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. Nah, but yeah. So looking forward to that. That should be something dope. I don't know if there's going to be anything else added like music or events or anything after that, which would be awesome if they did.
Yeah.
If you've never seen the Polo Grounds where Coachella is held, Chewy, myself, Brian, I don't know if you've seen it, Edgar. We've all been there. That shit is fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
You could fit all those soccer fields and then some.
Yeah.
Oh, you can fit the whole fucking
The league?
season, the whole league.
The whole league.
The whole league. each team can have a home field.
Yeah.
You can feed all the stadiums right there, right?
Yeah.
Well, not all the stadiums, all the teams.
Just the fields. Just the fields. No, but no, it's huge. So it's exciting to see what's going to be. I personally have a special connection to those polo fields, so I love it there. So for me, I joked around and said that the Galaxy did this as a gift to me. So I'm
They
excited.
better have.
And I mean, not necessarily if you've just gone to Coachella. If you've gone to the Country Fest,
Oh yeah, Stagecoach. Yeah, where are my manners? Stagecoach is supposed to be awesome too, and even the houses. If you've gone out and rented a house just for a getaway out there, it's dope too.
It's beautiful. It's got that mid-century feel to them, some of them, and yeah.
that's just awesome because they all have a pool.
But it's gonna be cold then, so who
Bro,
cares?
if there's a pool,
Polar bear, baby.
if there's a pool in the house you're
Get a
at,
heated pool,
somebody's
man.
jumping
Fuck.
in there.
especially if it's the Nag house.
Somebody's jumping in there for sure.
You know what? It doesn't matter, dude. I remember when my fraternity brothers, we went up there in the middle of a blizzard, and there were guys jumping in the jacuzzi, and it was like 28 degrees outside. So there you go.
Oh, somebody said. Wait, let's wrap up with this. But I hate this. I said the term. I have spoken.
With CR7.
CR7. I'm gonna take it all back.
Yeah, 100%.
One,
A lot has happened, right?
Yeah,
Since we last
one-
spoke about
This
that.
is huge. Yeah.
the Pierce Morgan interview.
Yeah.
He talks about how
Jesus.
oh my god,
007?
oh my god. So think about this. This we could actually connect it with something else we just talked about.
Think about this.
Pierce Morgan interview. If you guys saw that, a lot of things he highlighted was how Manchester United was stuck in a time behind. What was that? What club does that sound like? Ours. And now with the Klein fucking news,
He wants to go from a shit show to a shit sandwich.
shit fire show.
Shit fire show. Ah.
Nah, I'm sorry. I have quiet.
You have I have shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Hey, and honestly, there might have been a chance. I know that Saudi Arabia team was it or offered a big
Offered them
number,
to the whole
but,
country or whatever.
AG had ways of like maybe even matching that where it wasn't coming out of their pocket. But I think with Klein news, it could actually been the end of it. So
it depends.
You know what?
It depends what they do.
Nag said it. Nag said it.
Okay.
This is Chris Klein's fault that we're not getting CR7.
Well, guys, another
It's
thing
not
to
true,
look
but
at.
it's the same.
One important thing to look at as far as him, those rumors to Saudi Arabia is like, do you really think he's gonna, take his wife, and his kids to Saudi Arabia, where, sorry to say, the rules or the laws state that a woman can't go anywhere without the permission of a man, and she has to be, always have a man with her.
Oh, he'll love that.
Do you really think that she's gonna want that? I don't know. Maybe I don't know about Ronaldo. Maybe he won't feel comfortable with that. It's a lot to have to think about when you're just trying to play. Like I know there've been some athletes that have gone to the Saudi league, to seeking more money. Like one of the ones that I think about as a Club America fan, I can think of Chucho. And unfortunately, he died shortly after getting there. Mm-hmm. But he was young. He wasn't really attached, didn't have wife or kids or anything like that. But and with Cristiano, he's got a lot on his plate. And, coming to LA, there's a long list of players that come here and their kids thrive in this culture. Their wives can find themselves as a socialite, do things that they're comfortable with. So it could still be a home for him. But the one thing, and Eddie pointed is that interview. Oh my God! If you've ever had like an idea of CR7 being like this person who's very selfish and self-centered, and it's just like maybe toxic to his club. Damn,
he's a genuine guy.
We don't need that right now. We really don't need that right now. And so you have to like really weigh the positives and negatives, and you're like, I don't know, man.
I'll be honest, dude. For me, that interview was a little hard to watch.
A little hard to watch.
Yeah, because I'm just like, damn, this motherfucker's really just out here
Talking shit.
airing out all this fucking dirty laundry.
But you also have to take in consideration his profile and what he means to the world of football. Not just his country, not just his club.
Why on Pierce Morgan though? Why not fucking take to your?
Because it's Pierce Morgan food. What the fuck?
I'll be honest. Seeing the interview kind of made me not want him here either.
Well, I mean, he demands high standards, as you should from any club that you want to go to, and Brosman to throw a little wrench into Edgar's theory about him having to move his family. Maybe he's just there for one season, and he could have his family live where they live now, and he just goes play, make his money, and then retire rich as fuck. It could be as simple as that. Yeah. Either way, Philip Ortiz. Yes, get me that Mexico jersey. The white one, though. I'll rock that shit. That shit is fucking fire.
Oh, they're both nice.
The one that never went live.
The one that never went live. Yeah. That shit is... I'll rock that shit. That's just fire.
The one that didn't make it to the group stage like their team. Oh, that's fucked up. I'm just kidding. Tell the jokes.
All right.
I think we're good with that.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Fuck, man. We'll see what happens. I guess that's literally where we're at now. So wait and see. AG is your move.
I do have some questions in here, though. If you guys want to get to them.
I gotta go quick.
Probably 1, 2.
Go quick.
All right. It's loading. All right, we got 2 questions on Instagram. One from Logan Jones. AG better fire Klein after this bullshit. If they don't, they'll lose all Galaxy fans' respect. Facts.
Not just ours.
I mean, they already lost a lot of respect from everybody without firing him. So now, yeah, I guess. Whatever. Rock RDA. I'm close to calling the cops on this abusive relationship with this team. Anyone else? Facts, bro. Facts.
Oh, I have never mind. I'm not going to do that one.
And that does it for the questions today. But thank you guys for submitting the questions.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're good. We'll see what happens next, right? AG is your move. We'll see what happens. Hope you do make the right choice. You stand right by your fans. And your club, your company, save face for your company too. Because I think it's a big, important decision that AG has to make. I'm good. You're good.
I'm chilling.
Chewy's okay.
I'm chilling.
Edgar's over there.
Good.
If you want to find me, you can find me as Eddie Nags on all social medias. So Bryant.
You can find me as Bryant Nags or B_LOVS on Instagram and Twitter. Edgar.
You can find me on Twitter as Edgar Nags, and now you can find me on my new Instagram account, Edgar Nags, also. Which I post like historical photos from the LA Galaxy from time to time.
Is that the kind you were telling me your wife doesn't know about? Oh, fuck. Totally kidding. All
right, his wife doesn't watch.
Wink.
And his OnlyFans.
Thank you everyone for listening to us.
Wait. You didn't Chewy.
Oh. Thank you everyone for Chewy.
You guys can find me as Chavez JA, Chavez Ha, on my social media. Pretty easy, pretty simple.
Hey, actually, thank you guys. Really for us. We're coming towards the end of the year. We don't know if there'll be another show at the end of the year. We do appreciate everyone who rock with us.
Since day 1, actually.
Day 1.
Yeah.
2022, ups and downs, a little more ups until now, till the end of the season this year. Yeah, I mean, we do it because we love to do this. We just like hanging out and talking shit.
Yeah.
You guys make it that much better. Hopefully better news comes out in the next following weeks, and we can have a show for you guys. If we don't, happy holidays to everyone.
Yeah.
Hope you have an amazing whatever your holiday is.
Yeah.
And happy new year. And yeah, for me, thank you. Till next time.
Yeah.
Whether it's this year, whether it's next year.
Cheers, baby.
But till then,
keep on nagging.
For Bryant Chewy, Edgar, we up out of here.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on.